How is your neck like that? How are you even alive? Welcome to Overwhelmingly Negative, the series where I dive into the depths of Steam ratings and find some of the worst reviewed games. With a whopping 27,009 reviews, today's game is eFootball 2022. Before we even get into the game, the startup screen looks like it's from the early 2000s. This definitely bodes well for the rest of the game. I will give it credit though. It's kinda neat that you can mouse over the buttons on the controller, but I'm not sure why it's just a controller for both the keyboard and controller tabs. Now, no exaggeration, this game took 34 seconds to load. It was a blank screen for 34 seconds for a soccer game. I was planning to just use my mouse and keyboard, but I guess they just want to tell you how to use an Xbox controller, which is fine, it's my go-to controller for PC gaming, but this tutorial's the worst. It's just a video. How is a new player supposed to learn by just watching this? Have them actively play and use the controls to learn while you explain it to them. Cool, an actual start screen. I can tell that there's sadness behind those eyes. So this game wastes no time putting you right into a game. You don't have a choice in the matter. You're going to play right now, and you're going to like it. Let's see what the players look like. Oh. Look at them. Look at their faces, their body language. This all just looks wrong. I'm terrified. They all look like soulless husks of players who are stuck in this hellscape that Konami has created. Maybe gameplay will be better, and you're just thrown right into it. I guess this is their version of the tutorial? I just don't know anymore. I'm already miserable. So I tried to look at what controls do what, because I clearly don't pay attention whenever it pops up on screen. And why the hell are there so many control variations? This is a soccer game, not Steel Battalion. How's anyone supposed to remember any of this? Maybe the basic commands is what I'm looking for. Nope. There are just two things here. I don't know why I was expecting anything else. I'll just figure it out as I go along. It can't be that hard, can it? Well, I learned the B button is apparently for attempted murder. Well, that's a mood. Guess I just have to keep playing. The controls in this feel super stiff, and I really can't get over how weird everything looks to me. It's just something about this game. Well, there's the first goal scored against me, and, well, that looks awkward. They aren't even touching. You know what? I have to expect things like this. It's just part of the game at this point. Also, is it just me? Or does everyone have freakishly long arms? It's like Slender Man decided to give up his murderous, spooky ways and play soccer. I haven't mentioned this yet, but the game has a habit of freezing for a few frames before loading into the next scene. It's extremely jarring while playing, but just watch this clip play out and you'll see what I mean. Once or twice isn't bad, but it's every single time, and it gets annoying so quickly. I have no words for this one. If there's a way to specifically choose what player you want to control, I have not figured it out yet, and it has definitely not been told to me. So what does the game do? It automatically changes who you're controlling to the player closest to the ball, even if you're mid-movement. It's jarring, but you kind of get used to it, until the game decides to randomly not do it. How the hell am I supposed to be on defense when I'm not even controlling a character by the goal? And I still have not even seen the main menu. I hate this game. You know what? I'm just gonna foul everyone for a while. I've already had a few players ejected from the game for it, so why not add to it? While I'm fouling people, let's just take a breather, shall we? You know, relax for a little bit, take a little load off, you know. Let's try to block out all of the horrible games that we've all had to play in our lifetimes. Just take a breather. Yeah. Honestly, fouling people never gets old. It does become an art form. It's like when you mess up a painting or a sculpture so horribly that it becomes a thing of beauty. That's what Konami has done with the physics in this game. For purely my enjoyment, I will give them points for messing up so badly that it becomes entertaining for me. But I will never thank Konami for anything. They took PT from us and made this. They'll never be forgiven. Wait, did I see that right? I did. That player walked right through that barrier that clearly looks like a solid 3D object. I shouldn't be surprised, but that's still so horrible. Just make the banners a physical object. I don't understand. They look 3D already, just... Ugh! And why won't I move to a player closer to goal? I already mentioned this, but I have zero control when they get close to the goal. How am I supposed to block if I'm tripping over my own feet midfield? This game is a complete and total train wreck. And I'm not even to the main menu yet. It blows my mind. Not even to the main menu. Like, what is this right now? Our team has been getting utterly destroyed this entire match, and there's nothing I can do at this point, except question my own existence and why I thought this series would be a good idea. But I'm going to stick with it, so make sure to subscribe to see future me in even more pain. It'd be so much fun. Playing this game is an absolute nightmare. If anyone actively plays, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear your take on it, especially the competitive scene. Like, is this actually a competitive game? And just, how? How? I really want to know. Please tell me. Just end it. Just end my misery. Silence my song of oblivion. I have never been happier to lose a game than right at this moment. Now to finally maybe see the main menu. Nope. Need to watch this awkward part. Is it the commentator talking? Like, are the lips supposed to match the sound? I don't know. I just don't care at this point. And finally, let's get to the main menu. Wait. I've been playing this game for nearly 40 minutes, and it's just now asking me to agree to terms of use. I've been playing your game. I played an entire match. Fine, I'll agree. Just to get past this. I need to fight all urges to just put butts as my username because I'm a child. But let's just stick with my normal name. Do you have regular maintenance, game? Can you truly say those hours are spent to do maintenance? Of course not, because right after that is a message saying there's a known issue with having to approve the terms of use multiple times in the preseason match campaign. This seems like a fairly simple issue. Why is it not just fixed during your regular maintenance hours that you claim to do? Do you apologize? It feels like a lifetime, but we're finally to the main menu. Oh yeah, it looks like I have a couple messages, so let's see what they are. So there's a preseason match campaign, and they're telling players about it by sending them a literal wall of text. I get it that these are your messages, but make it a bit nicer and stand out more so players can be excited. Not make it look like an email you'd get from your boss. The online match campaign is not nearly as bad, but still needs to be in a much nicer format. So you probably noticed, but I had to mute the volume on this part because of the random licensed music playing in the background. So let's see if we can mute just the background music. I have to go through each song and unfavorite them so they don't play. Just give me a button to mute them all. Well, since the only options I have are match authentic and quit, which I really want to do, let's check out this Uber Eats event. Now this is not a bad screen to talk about an event. It's straightforward, to the point, and doesn't look boring. Let's actually join in because I want that 10,000 GP, whatever that is spent on. I'm assuming there's a store at some point, but I've not seen an option for it yet, which is surprising because you think they'd have a cash grab front and center. Well, there's the error they were talking about with having to agree to terms of use multiple times. You know what? No, I'm done. This game's taken way too much of my time away and does not deserve it. I do not agree to terms of use anymore. Time for a review. If I could click no more than once, I absolutely would. This game is an assault on the senses. It has ruined soccer for me. I will never want to be remotely close to anything relating to soccer again in my life. This game deserves its overwhelmingly negative review. In short terms, it's a poopy game.